Well, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scott here, bringing you another Scar Goes Hardcore episode. And we're still working on our fancy two-story prairie. Whoa! Oh, jeez. There we go. Would the spider really think he could get away with that? I don't think so. All right, where were we? So, we're working on the house. And yeah, I think it's starting to come out pretty good. In our last episode, we actually put a house attached to our awesome porch. So we've got our floors, we just need a way to get up to our second floor, and we need a way to get down into our future basement. So I think that's what we're going to work on. So let's pop back out here real quick. Make sure nothing else is going to drop on our heads. But we need to get rid of our little tool shed house thingamabob. Ooh, creeper. And we're going to do a little walkway and some stairs going down there. And what was the other thing? Oh, we're going to do some nice hedge work. I think that'll look pretty cool. So let's go in here, close the door behind us just in case. I don't think that's going to do anything. But let's get started here. So we need to build a staircase. So let's get started on that. And let's see here. Still waiting on those colored stairs. Still waiting on those things. Alright, there we go. Get this out of here so we can create our staircase. Okay, so other thing we want to do is we want to jazz up the house a little bit. Make it a little bit more fancy. Maybe go outside, see what we could do with some upside down staircases or things like that. Just to add a little more jazz to it. So that's what we'll work on this episode. There we go. Almost up. Almost to the second story. Would have been funny if I would have broken through there and there was just a creeper like standing right there. He's like, oh, well, hello there, Scar. Boom. You're dead. Alright, there we go. Sweet. There we go. Already got a nice staircase loaded up and ready to go. Alright, so next we need to do is make this thing look a little bit more staircase-like. So let's actually build some walls across here. There we go. Make sure we clear that. There we go. Alright, good. Got that. Let's see. Thinking. Maybe we could go like that. Put up a wall like so. Knock you out. And there. Sweet. We could have maybe like a little closet in there, you know, put Harry Potter in there. Alright, so let's see what else we can do. Yeah, I think that would be a good spot. It's a good spot. We'll put Harry in there. No, that'll be where we could store some extra things and so forth. There we go. Let's see. Come up there like that. Go over here like so. I am really just spitballing this. All I put those 2 blocks there to make sure I didn't go past that point. Because I want to make a living room here. And I'm still thinking about how I want to do a nice window here. That's a little bit higher. So thinking about that. There we go. Okay, now we need to build our staircase going down into our basement. Where I think that'll be our enchanting room and stuff like that. So let's knock out this guy there so we can make our basement. Oh, before we do that, I got another cool idea. I think once I find some dogs, I'll build like some dog houses right here. I think that would look pretty cool. And maybe make a small garden or something, but actually have like 2 dog houses right here. I think that would be pretty cool. Alright, got that. Let's see. How shall we do this? Alright. Come about here. Oh, something awesome. My friend, Mr. Stud Muffin, I'll put his link to his channel in the description, actually showed me how to make a texture pack. And he's working on one himself, but I've actually had so much fun the last couple of days. I've been feeling kind of bad, feeling kind of sick, and all sorts of pain from my feeding tube and different things like that have made it kind of hard to do much. But playing around with texture packs has been so much fun because I like to make my own stuff, and you know, I could download someone else's to have better glass or things like that, but I prefer to do my own thing. And I've been playing around with my making some better glass for my next super awesome Minecraft episode where we make the glass pyramid. So I'm having a ton of fun doing that. I gotta thank Stud for showing me how to do that, because before I thought there was some coding and some lots of numbers and different things like that, and I just never really thought it'd be much fun. And let's see, where was I? I got kind of distracted there for a second. But I just, didn't really think it sounded that like it would be really hard and there'd be like computer programming. No, it's Photoshop, and that's my thing. That is my thing, Photoshop and art and things like that. So it was right up my alley. All right, let's see. How deep do we want our basement to go? 1, 2, 3. Let's go down a little deeper. Let's go down a little deeper. Yeah, I think we should go down just a little bit deeper. So we have room to put our bookshelves high enough so we can get our maximum benefit from them. Let's see how we're doing. Let's light this place up. There, nice. I think that looks looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. So let's come in here like we're coming into our house. Oh, I hear something. All right, I'm coming home after a long day of exploring. There's my bed up there. And down here in case I want to go enchant something. Sweet. All right, let's leave that as it is for now. Let's make sure everything looks spiffy up here. Yeah, I think that looks better. Let's see, should we do a wall across here? Trying to make sure this looks nice when you come inside. So we got our staircase going up there. We got our other staircase coming down here. I'm trying to decide if I want to make some type of railing here or actually wall it in like that. That's currently the question. I'll think about it while I'm counting. 2, 4. So about 4. Let's go down one more. Let's go down one more click. There we go. Oh, good. This is actually giving me some more stone. I needed some more. There we go. All right. I think that's about as deep as we're going to go for our basement. And let's wall this partially in. So let's just say like that. Sweet. How's that look? That might be a little off. Everything has to be symmetrical or I'll be angry. It's a little off. I want to make this be a little more decorative. So how should we proceed? I don't know. Not sure how I want to do this. These walls are being very tricky for me. Let's see. It's just not clicking yet. It's just not clicking yet. Well, let's fill in this wall while we're still trying to figure out how to do that. At least get something done. All right. There we go. Whoops. Scar making mistakes. Look at him. Go. So, we're almost out of wood. I believe I have another stack. Well, I can at least get some more out of here. There we go. Okay. So let's come back in here. Still trying to figure out what I want to do with that. So there we go. Got that. Let's knock this out and make a window. There we go. That will look nice. So we can light this place up a little bit more without having to use too many torches. I might come back up here and do panes instead of blocks. I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. All right, let's see. Let's finish. Let's do the walls on this side so we can at least maybe enclose the bottom story. So we'll have that come out there like that. There we go. Let's see. Come up here. And we'll do this in glass. There we go. Sweet. Click, clock. Click, clock. And I still hate Minecraft's glass. Why does it look so bad? I want it clear. Glass is supposed to be clear. It making Scar angry. There we go. Let's see. Well, I don't want to waste too much glass. I can always put more wood down than I intend to and just knock that out. 3, so let's say that is good for now. Kind of a placeholder till I figure out how I want to do my giant window there. Okay, there we go. So, oh, I see what's going on here. I'm not all the way lined up. That's why I was having trouble. So let's actually knock this out. Let's get ourselves another shovel. Let's see. All right. I almost said a rake, a shovel. Let's get out our axe and remove that. There we go. I think that's why I was getting a little goofed up, because I wasn't all the way lined up. There we go. Sweet. That looks much better. Yeah, there we go. I knew something was off, but I just could not put my finger on it. Sure, somebody's like, oh, Scar, I saw that the whole time. There we go. There, sweet. Got that nice and lined up. Kind of a nice little entryway coming in. Maybe we could even knock this out. Make a separation between the two. I might come in later if I can find those resources and do this in sandstone. Maybe a nice sandstone floor would look cool in here. Ah, there we go. We got our sunset out that window. Looks good. Put some lights in here for now. Let's go upstairs. So we need to fill in this. So we need to get some walls in here. Oh, in our last episode, you guys mentioned, remember there was 2 missing on here? I believe I fixed that. And I meant to do 2 on both sides. I just missed 1 on the other side. So I corrected that mistake. That was everybody's favorite. That was the big comment on our last video. Scar's mistake. There we go. Almost across. And we're gonna need some more wood. Let's grab a little bit more. So we've almost got this place completely enclosed. So that's good. Now we can get rid of our tool shed out in the front, and we can move inside, which would be pretty nice. Okay, there we go. Fill in this. Ah, what a beautiful view. I will soon cover you up, unfortunately, but we'll make a nice window later on. Whoops. We'll make some nice windows later on. There we go. Almost across. Yeah, this series was supposed to be Scar's going to venture through the worlds of hardcore Minecraft, things like that. But of course it turned into a massive building project, because that's what I love, and I always seem to end up doing that. All right, there we go. We got our second story all built up. And yeah, so we got our basement there ready to go. Got our staircase. Hoping to get some darkwood stairs soon. Hopefully that's in the next update. And yeah, so let's give Scar a little rest. He's going to go take a little nap in his bed, and I'll be right back. Cover this up in case I don't have any night crawlers. All right, I'll be right back. All right, welcome back, and we're going to work up on the second story. So I took a second here to lay out my floor plan for the top story, and it's kind of a tricky situation because of the roof, you know, kind of slanting, and the staircase is in a slightly awkward position, but this is where I want to keep the staircase. So this is what I've got so far. So I've got a room here for miscellaneous things. I don't think I'm going to do the crafting room up here. I think I'm going to do that in the basement with the enchanting room and the mineshaft. Ooh, whoa, something's outside. Let's watch him die. Where is he? I hear. Oh, I don't want to deal with them. Oh, I don't want to deal with an enderman. But let's see if we can look outside and see the skeleton dying. I want to see him. I heard you burning, but I don't see you. But let's get back on point here. So we got miscellaneous room. Got this little hallway right here, and then this will be my bedroom, if you will. And I've got a cool idea for some windows that will go on here. we'll do that in the next episode. So that'll be there. And yeah, so we've got our bedroom here. So let's fill in these walls. So let's fill in the walls here. These things going up here. There we go. So we'll just fill in like so. If this doesn't look good, we'll just knock it down. The beauty of Minecraft. Nothing's permanent. There we go. So let's just knock out this dirt, extra dirt in here. There we go. All right, get out this. And that will frame our doorway. Let's see here, bring that down a little bit so we can do a glass entranceway. Oh, and my texture pack. So I'm not really doing anything crazy. What I'm just gonna use for Scarland, it'll pretty much just be used on Scarland, I think, for now. Because the textures are being specifically designed for some of my things that I built. Like, you know, just to clean up the glass, have it a little bit more streamlined. And what was the other thing? I did one other thing. I toned down some of the wool colors a little bit. They were a little saturated for my taste, so I toned them down, went into more of a craftsman style color palette. And let's see, I did something else. If I could just remember what it is. There was something. Oh, I changed the glowstone a little bit to make it look more like a light. I know there was something. There is something at the tip of my tongue that I cannot think of what it was. Okay, there we go. And we got our second story. We've got our little maybe makeshift closet, crafting room, maybe a small one there. Got our main bedroom here. I might reposition that door a little bit so it lines up with the bed a little bit better. So let's pop back out and actually get our bed because we're officially moving in. Let's pull out my sword. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's grab my bed. Thank you. And there was something else I was gonna grab. Let's see, what was it? I guess we'll come back and get that later, whatever it was. So let's bring that inside. Got to put some pressure plates on that thing so we have a little... Yeah, maybe I'll actually leave the pressure plates off of it. So I think mobs can open pressure plates now. So let's see. Let's line this up a little bit better. Let's get some dirt so we can line this up just a little bit more even. Let's just say, trying to find the center here. Let's try right about there. Right about there for now. We'll do that. We'll jazz this up a little bit better once we get some better material. So we got our bed, and we need to make a door. So let's make one more door. Actually, we need to make 2 doors. So let's pop back in here. Go away, Jelly. Making a video. No, go away, Jelly. There we go. Let's make one more door. There we go. All right. Let's pop back up there and fix that. And then we will be almost done. Okay, so let's pull in our doors into inventory. And let's put our glass there. So put that there. I always like to put a nice glass block above my door. There we go. There we go. Sweet. I like it. I like it a lot. So I think we could jazz this up just a little bit too. So let's just go like that. You know, I still can't find the exact center, but I think we're okay. Oops. Let's put that there. And yeah. Got a fancier bed, kind of a fancy bed there. Sweet. Okay, now let's make a little bit of glass here. Let's make a nice design here. Put in our glass blocks. There. I love it. Loving it. I like it. I think this is turning out pretty good, guys. Definitely let me know what you guys think. And let's do the last thing down here. We need to make our Harry Potter closet door. There we go. Oh, I need to make one more door. One more door. I forgot I did a double door upstairs. So let's make one more door. Let's see here. There we go. Let's put in that last door. And then we'll kill that creeper to end this. Okay. There we go. Now we got our door. And there we go. Well, guys, I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. And if you think this video deserves a rating of some sort, that would be much appreciated. And until next time. Oh, God. I think this is bad. This is a bad decision. This is a very bad decision. Oh, God. He's trapped me. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. You are such an evil thing. Yes! Victory! Victory is scars. We'll see you guys later.